Hello, I made this quadcopter today to try out an idea I've been wondering about. It's a T-shaped frame, kind of like a tricopter really, but instead of having a servo and a single motor at the tail, it has two motors, so one's upside down or one's on the bottom of the, it's a coaxial motor at the back. So these are the two front ones, and I can't really get everything into the view very well here, but at the back you can see that there's two motors, almost concentric or coaxial, to balance everything out at the rear. And I've kind of been wondering how well this would perform, or even if it would fly at all. So I have my answer now, and it does fly, but doesn't really perform too well. It pitches and rolls just fine, but when you try and yaw, it will roll as well as yawing. So as long as you're not moving too much in the yaw axis, everything's okay. And the reason, which is pretty obvious to me now, don't know, I didn't think of this a little bit more carefully before I started building something, but this is the mixing arrangement that I'm using, and we can see that to yaw in one direction, so say we wanted to yaw to the left, we would have to spin the two blue arrow motors faster than the green ones, and that's going to give us the yaw that we want. But of course it's also going to mean that this side of the quadcopter is going to lift up higher, so it's going to give us a bit of a roll as well, because the blues going faster than greens is going to lift this side, lift the left side up. So I think ideally you want to have the two motors that are spinning in the same direction need to be more on opposite sides of the center of mass. So here's the theoretical center of mass of this frame. My real center of mass is probably a little bit more about here, but it's pretty close. So you'd want to have, if you have one motor here, you'd want to have the other motor that's spinning the same way, you'd want to have it sort of a little bit more on the opposite side, so somewhere about here would be better, obviously. But I didn't even bother to fly it outside yet. I just did a quick test indoors to see how it works. So I'll just show you that video for the rest of this video, and let this be a warning to those other people out there who may have been curious and were thinking about trying something silly like this. It's probably not a great idea. Oops, it might have been okay. Hold on. I'll try it in rate mode instead. Oh, fuck. Just noticed this motor is not straight. That's not gonna work, is it? Let's try that. Rate mode. Try angle mode again. Oh shit. Oh, it works. Oh no, it doesn't. Oh yes, it does. Sweet! Yeah, this isn't really going to work, eh? And now that I do this and I feel what it's doing, I can see why. So when I try and turn it that way, it has to spin this motor and this motor to counteract the yaw, spin those two faster, which means that it's going to roll. Huh. Well, it was worth a try, but I don't think it's ever really going to be effective. Everything's straight still. Yeah, so you need to have those two motors that are going to spin faster to do yaw need to be on opposite sides of the center of mass, don't they? Huh. Okay. So, I'll get another one of these carbon rods and I'll put it here. And we can put the motors there. Wouldn't that be more sensible?